welcome back to my channel and welcome back to In the City episode 3. We are starting off today's episode with Aurora, who is currently waking up her dad as she's quite excited today as it is Springfest. Aurora came running into her dad's bedroom this morning and said, "Wake up, I want to do my egg hunt in the garden. I can't wait to see the flower bunny today and do the egg hunt. I'm gonna get all the eggs." We're gonna be spending the first part of this episode with Aiden and Aurora today. I wanted to play from Aiden's perspective when he has Aurora over at his house, as himself and Aurora do spend quite a lot of time together, and I wanted to show you guys what they get up to when they are together. And I also think that this is a good opportunity to kind of show you their relationship as they're very close. So today is Springfest and we are going to be celebrating Springfest with Aiden and Aurora. Aiden actually has something planned for Aurora today. He wants to take her somewhere in 𝒖𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔, so I think he's really looking forward to that. Aiden has cooked up some pancakes for the both of them this morning, so he's going to grab a serving for Aurora and give that to her. So I think he's going to tell her to eat them up and then they can get ready and dressed for the day. So Aurora's going to sit and enjoy her pancakes, and Aiden's also going to grab himself some as well. I'm also hoping today that we will be able to get to know Aiden a bit better and kind of see what type of person he is. So I can't wait to play with him today. We'll get him to clean up the breakfast stuff. I think Aurora is also finished in here as well. I'll get the both of them to get changed for the day. I'll get Aiden to put on some jeans and a t-shirt as I think it's going to warm up today. It is going to be quite sunny. And I will get Aurora to also get dressed too. I think today I'm going to get her to wear some jeans and this cute top, but quite a cute outfit to wear for Springfest. These two are now all ready for the day, so I'm going to get them to head out. Aiden is actually going to be taking Aurora to a Springfest event today, a festival that has arrived in 𝒖𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 for Springfest. Aiden thinks that it's going to be something that she's going to really enjoy, so they are going to get walking there now and we'll meet up with them when they do arrive. Aurora and Aiden have now arrived at the festival, and a festival has been put up in �𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔 for Springfest, where there is bunnies and there's also llamas as well. There's also an egg hunt and a gardening stall, all very spring themed, and it's very cute. So Aiden really wanted to bring Aurora here. There's so many different activities to do here, but I think the first one that Aurora is going to want to do is see the bunnies. So Aurora has asked Aiden to carry her. I feel like she'd be a little bit nervous, but they're gonna go in here and go and see the bunnies. It actually looks like there's also a bunny over here as well, but we will get Aurora to come and say hello to this bunny over here. So Aurora is gonna come over and say hello to the bunny, and it looks really friendly. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna get Aiden to take some pictures of Aurora with the bunny as well, so then he can frame them and probably send them to Kimberly as well. So we get him to take some pictures. I think Aurora is loving interacting with the bunnies though. That's so cute. The flower bunny is also over here too, so I think Aurora is probably gonna come over here and say hello as well. I can imagine she would have so much to look at right now. So Aurora's gonna come and say hello to the flower bunny whilst Aiden is keeping a close eye on her. She's gonna wave hello. She's kind of nervous. Aurora is quite a sociable toddler, but she definitely looks a bit nervous to speak to the flower bunny. It looks like she's definitely saying something to the flower bunny though. She's probably talking about Springfest. I think Aiden is going to come over to Aurora and say, "Do you want to go and see the llama over there as well? We can go and say hello." I think Aurora is going to say yes, but she's going to be a bit like, "I'm scared." So Aiden is going to pick her up and bring her over here. It looks like the llama is actually coming over. I think that that Aiden is probably going to say, let me put you down and I can show you that the llama's okay. It's not going to hurt you. I think we should get Aiden to come and feed Curly and then also as well pet Curly just to show Aurora that the llama isn't scary. He seems to be really enjoying the animals too. It's already the afternoon, so these guys have been here for quite a while. I think before they head home though, Aurora is probably going to ask if she can play on the slide. So Aiden is going to come and bring her over here and play with her on the slide. I think these two are having a great day so far though. I think that Aiden is very glad that he brought Aurora here to the festival. Kimberly was busy this Springfest, so Aiden offered to look after Aurora today, have an extra day over the weekend with her. I think that he is feeling quite happy that he was able to spend this holiday with her as they've been having a lot of fun together. But I think in the back of his mind he's also probably thinking about Kimberly, as I think that he probably knows that Kimberly misses Aurora quite often when she is away at Aiden's. I'm gonna get these two to head on home in a second as they have looked at everything here and they've had a good day and it's nearly the evening time now. Before they head back though, Aiden is going to quickly use the bathroom. I think that Aiden has probably told Aurora to wait at the door for him. I think though she's just going to wander off a bit. She's just going to head over here and have a look around at the flowers, as the flower bunny has been leaving flowers around the festival for people to come and pick up for themselves. And I think that Aurora is going to actually come over to this bluebell and she's going to take that. I can imagine she's probably holding it in her hand, but we do have to put it in her inventory. Then I think she's going to come and head back over here, so then her dad doesn't wonder where she's gone off to. As she walks back though, Aiden is done. I think that he can probably see her walking back, but he's probably thinking, what is she doing all the way over there? I think that he's going to walk over to her and just give her a bit of a talking to and just explain to her that she can't walk off without him because she has to stay with him. It can be dangerous if she's by herself. And she's like, sorry dad. But I think she's going to say to her dad, Dad, look, I found a flower. I found a flower. Can I keep it please? And Aiden is going to say, of course you can. Do you know what? Why don't we take it home and we can plant it in the garden and watch it grow? And then it will always remind us of when we came to the festival together. And I think Aurora is definitely going to be up for that idea. So I think they're going to plant that together when they arrive home. It's time for them to head back now though. It is 6 p.m. Before they go, there's a bunny right next to Aurora. So she's going to say goodbye to the bunny. But I think that these two have had a great time here today at the springtime festival. It's been really sweet. I think Aurora has had a great day. But these two are now going to head on home and we will catch up with them once again when they do arrive back at Aiden's house. These two have now arrived back on home. Before they head on inside to grab some dinner, they are going to plant the flower together that Aurora did find. So I think we're going to plant it here. We'll plant it near the hedges. So we'll get Aiden to come over. Aurora is going to stand next to him. We'll just have to imagine that Aurora is helping him plant the soil and water it. But we will get him to come and plant the bluebell. So he's going to plant that and give it a water as well, and it should hopefully grow into a bluebell plant. I think as well Aurora's gonna say, can I take a picture with our new plant please dad? So Aiden is gonna take a photo of Aurora. Once again, another photo for memories, and I think that Kimberly is gonna want to see this one as well when Aurora is away at Aiden's house. She probably wants updates of what Aurora is getting up to, so a picture of Aurora and her new bluebell plant it is. So Aiden has a lot of photos to sort through in his inventory tonight. I think it is time for some dinner though, and these two are going to order takeout, so we get them to both head inside. I think that Aiden is going to stick on some TV for Aurora to watch. She's probably very tired after being out all day, so we will turn on the TV to the kids network and then we'll get Aurora to come and sit down and watch as well. Whilst Aurora watches some TV, I'm going to go ahead and get Aiden to get some dinner. I'm going to get him to order a delivery as it's getting quite late now, so I think I'm just going to get him to get some Zoomers. I'm going to get Aiden to get the chicken stir fry, and I think that I'm going to get just some spaghetti for Aurora. So we'll get Aiden to order that quickly on his phone, and then I think whilst Aurora and Aiden are sitting together, he is also going to quickly call up Kimberly. He's going to video call her so then Aurora can have a talk to her on the phone phone. Imagine Aurora is holding the phone, Aiden is just sitting next to her, and he's just kind of listening in on their conversation as they talk about what they've been getting up to today. Our food has already arrived though, that was really quick, so I'm gonna get Aiden to come and grab that, and these two can enjoy a nice dinner together. So they're gonna sit and eat their dinner together whilst they watch kids shows, much to Aiden's pleasure, but I don't think he minds too much as he knows it makes Aurora really happy. I think though they have had a really nice day together today, and I really enjoyed taking the both of them to the Springfest festival. It was a lot of fun. As you can tell, these two do spend a lot of time together going places and doing really fun things. They also just both have a great bond, and Aiden really is a great dad to Aurora too. And they do cute things together like planting flowers in the garden. But I think it's time that we turn the TV off and put Aurora to bed because it is very late. So I think that we should quickly get Aurora changed into her PJs, and then Aiden is going to come up and read Aurora to sleep. Kimberly will be here to pick up Aurora tomorrow, so this is the last night at Aiden's house for her until next weekend. But I think that she has had a lovely weekend with her dad and also a really fun Springfest. The only thing we unfortunately didn't have time to do is the egg hunt, but I don't think Aurora minds. I think she's completely forgotten about it because she's just had such a fun day today. Aiden is going to let Aurora have some rest. He's going to quickly come and take a shower himself and get into bed. So I'm going to let Aiden and Aurora get some rest. It's been great spending Springfest with the both of them and seeing what they get up to when they are hanging out together. But now we're going to jump over to the next day and we're going to switch over to Kimberly as she has brunch scheduled with her dad, so I think we should go along with her to that. It is now the next day and we are back with Kimberly. She's just woken up. She's just in the bathroom getting ready and brushing her teeth. This morning she is going to be heading for brunch with her dad. She's woke up quite early just so then it can give her enough time to get ready. I'm going to get Aurora to get dressed, and I think that I'm going to get her to wear this outfit today. I think this is quite a nice brunch outfit. Just some boots, a blouse and this dress as well, and I think it will keep her quite warm as it's quite rainy and cold today. I'm gonna get Kimberly to just freshen up and get ready to head out the door. Before she does as well, I'm actually gonna get her to quickly take a photo. I'm gonna get her to take a selfie since she does need to take photos today. Maybe she's gonna do a bit of an outfit of the day. I feel like she would post something like that. This is definitely very much a Kimberly pose, so I'm gonna get some pictures to post on Instagram. This one is great too. Kimberly is going to get going. Before she does, she's just going to send a quick text message to Aiden, but she's going to head off now. We meet up with Kimberly again when she meets her dad and when she's at the restaurant. Kimberly and her dad have now arrived at one of the restaurants in Uptown. They have requested a table upstairs next to the windows. The view here is so pretty. We'll get them to order straight away before I do introduce you to Kimberly's dad. I'm going to get them both a Sunset Valley, and as for their meals, I'm going to go ahead and get Kimberly to get a spinach for tartar, and I'm going to get her dad to get an eggs benedict. So we will place the order for them. Whilst they're waiting for their food to arrive, I would like to introduce you to Kimberly's dad, Carlos. This here is Carlos Kensington, Kimberly's dad. Kimberly is Carlos's pride and joy. He loves his daughter so much, and I think that Kimberly loves her dad just as much as he does back. Carlos is a lawyer and he lives in Uptown, so he does live in the city as well. He's very much a workaholic just as much as Kimberly. They do share quite a lot in common, but he's very dedicated to his work life and also as well spending time with his daughter and his granddaughter too. He's very charismatic and outgoing. He loves to socialize, so I can imagine he's probably a bit of a life of the party, and you always love when Carlos comes to events. He's also an art lover as well. He just naturally loves art and he is very appreciative of it, but he is also a bit of a gloomy sim as well. I think because of of his past, it has made him quite a gloomy sim, but he definitely tries to hide it quite a lot and not let it show. But I think that Kimberly definitely knows that her dad struggles quite a lot deep down. They seem to have been having a good chat whilst I did introduce you to Carlos. I can imagine Carlos is probably just having a catch up with Kimberly and saying, so how are you doing? How's work? What have you been getting up to? I haven't heard too much from you recently. I'm assuming you've been quite busy with your job and Aurora, of course. How's Aurora doing? She needs to come over to my apartment again at some point. I haven't had her stay for a while. I think Kimberly is going to say, I'm doing really good, Dad. How about you? How's your work going? My work's all good. I've been very busy recently. We have new clothing lines dropping. You know, it's nearly the summertime, so I'm getting ready for that as well. Aurora's at Aiden's currently. I'm having to go and pick her up later on, but I'm sure she'd love to come to your apartment again at some point. I think that he's going to also ask Kimberly what has she been getting up to with her friends and her social life, and I think Kimberly is going to mention how she went out with her friends the other night, and I think she's just going to say it was really good. Carlos is going to say, you didn't get drunk though, did you? I know what you're like, Kimberly. And I think Kimberly is going to say, of course not, Dad. What are you talking about? I didn't get drunk. We just had a good night out, that's all. I'd never get drunk anymore. I'm so much more responsible than that, Dad, you know. I think that when these two get together, they mostly do just catch up in the sense of talking about work and stuff. So I think I'm going to get Kimberly to discuss fashion with Carlos. And I think that Carlos would probably do the same thing. He'd probably just talk about his job, maybe discuss complex case law, and mostly have conversations like that. But because they are both so much into their jobs, I think that they get a lot of enjoyment talking to each other about their careers. Whilst they are here having brunch together though, I think Carlos is actually going to mention Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up on the calendar very soon, and I think that Carlos is saying, so what are the plans for Mother's Day this year? And I think that Kimberly is going to kind of say, oh, you know, I hadn't actually thought much about it. I've been so busy. And I think that even though Kimberly's mother is no longer with them, I think that they like to celebrate Mother's Day to remember Kimberly's mother. And I think Carlos is going to say, well, whatever you want to do, just let me know. Maybe we can get together and have dinner together, or do you have any plans that you want to do with Aurora? I think Kimberly's going to say, I'll have to think it through, Dad. Thank you so much for reminding me about it. Of course I didn't forget. I've just been so busy. And I think Carlos is just saying, of course, honey. And I think he's gonna look down at his watch and just say, well, we better get going soon. It's already the afternoon. And I think Kimberly is just gonna say, I do need to pick up Aurora soon, so I think leaving soon would probably be a good idea. They had a nice meal together though, and a much needed catch up. They don't get to spend too much time together, so when they do, I think they both appreciate it a lot. Kimberly is gonna get going now. She's gonna give her dad a hug goodbye, and they're just gonna say goodbye to each other. I think they had a nice time having a catch up though. We're definitely gonna have to see Carlos again at some point. I think Carlos is gonna say hello to Aurora for me too, and say hi to Aiden as well. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but he's off, so bye Carlos, see you soon. Kimberly is looking very happy though. I think she had a really nice time with her dad. Kimberly and Aurora have both arrived home now. As they are both walking to the door, they hear someone go, hey, Kimberly. So, of course, they are both going to kind of turn around, and I think Kimberly's going to kind of say, excuse me? And I think Isaac is going to say, how are you after the other night, you know, after everything that happened? Just wanted to check you're still holding up all okay. And I think Kimberly is going to be like, excuse me? What do you mean? And I think Isaac is going to say, you know, the other night when you were really drunk and I had to help you into your apartment. I think Kimberly is probably going to pull a bit of a face of realization, and then I think it's all going to come back to her of everything that happened that night, and she's going to remember exactly who this guy is, and she's probably thinking in her head, oh my gosh. I think Kimberly is going to slowly look down to Aurora and just say, Aurora, why don't you go inside for a moment? I'll be in a second, okay? You can go and play with your toys, okay? So Aurora's going to say, okay, Mum, and she's gonna head inside. I think Kimberly is gonna say, oh my gosh, you're Isaac? Yeah, Isaac, right? You helped me into my apartment. I was really drunk. You're the one who got me the water. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for helping me. I'm really sorry. That's really embarrassing. I can't believe that was our first time meeting and I was that drunk. I'm so sorry. He's probably saying, honestly, it's fine. It was a lovely way to meet, you know? I think that they are going to kind of introduce themselves to each other properly now. I think Kimberly is going to say, well, my name's Kimberly. It's nice to meet you. And I think Isaac is going to say the same. And then I think Kimberly is actually going to say, well, I better get heading inside, but it was really nice to meet you again, Isaac. I apologize again for our first time meeting and how drunk I was. Kind of embarrassing. And Kimberly is going to head inside now, but I think she's also just going to say, I hope to catch up with you again at some point. You live just across the hall, right? Isaac's going to say, yeah, I just live in the apartment over there. It was nice to bump into you again, Kimberly. I hope you have a nice evening. And he's off. We get Kimberly to head on inside, but already they are friends from that interaction, and Kimberly is looking really happy right now that she just had that conversation with Isaac. And she also learned by talking to him that he is also a loyal sim as well. Just as Kimberly sits down on the couch, her phone starts ringing and it's Harper calling her. Harper is just saying, hi Kimberly, don't forget we have that work project tomorrow. Did you finish the stuff that needed finalizing? And I think Kimberly's going to say, yeah, it's all done. I finished it all yesterday evening. And while she's on the phone to Harper, I think she's going to say, guess what, Harper? You know, we went out for girls' night the other night and, well, I did get quite drunk, but anyway, when I arrived home, I kind of couldn't find my keys. Honestly, I didn't remember this until now, but one of my neighbors helped me in and he even got me water and stuff. And I think Harper is going to say, I wish my neighbors were like that. I feel like she would just make kind of a sarcastic joke about it. And I think Kimberly's going to say, anyway, his name's Isaac and he's actually kind of really cute. I think I should ask him to do some modeling for our clothing line. He would definitely suit the vibe. And I think Harper is going to say on the phone, you never know, Kimberly, maybe you getting drunk that night was meant to be because you could have potentially found your future husband. And I think Kimberly's going to be like, no, definitely not. And I think Kimberly is going to kind of shut that comment down quite quick and she's going to kind of say, what do you mean, Harper? That is not happening, okay? He's just a cute neighbor. That's all. But Kimberly got off the phone feeling very inspired and she doesn't actually have any negative moodlets right now, which is a surprise because Kimberly is usually feeling uncomfortable or tense all the time, but right now she's kind of pushed all them thoughts to the back of her mind and she's feeling really good. But that is where I'm going to be ending today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I really enjoyed spending part of this episode with Aiden and Aurora. I had a really good time with them at the Springfest festival and it was a really sweet and wholesome day, and the brunch with Kimberly and her dad was really nice as well. We had father and daughter day for Aiden and Aurora and also father and daughter day for Kimberly and her dad too. But also let me know in the comments, what are we thinking about Isaac? Could what Harper said be potentially true? I think Kimberly may be thinking that a little bit in the back of her mind, but she's not too hot on this relationship stuff right now, so I think she is just kind of thinking, no way. Anyway, I better go and get Aurora ready for bed. I feel like she's just gonna try and forget about that comment. But other than that, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you did enjoy. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and I will see you again very soon. Bye!